It's Monday, March 30th, and the Strait of Hormuz isn't just a geographical bottleneck anymore. It's a 2 per entry gate, controlled by a mix of sanctioned actors, shadow fleets, and high-stakes kinetic diplomacy. While the rest of the world is still trying to figure out why and their shipping costs tripled overnight, we've been digging into the data to show you exactly how the signal is being manipulated. Signal burst, the 2 Hormuz Gate, and the Shadow Fleet Interdiction, presented by Farrah Ferris, digital representative this morning. We're looking at the Hormuz Gate phenomenon, a reality where the strait has effectively transitioned from a public waterway to a private toll road for the shadow fleet. The geometry of disruption, structural alignment of high signal analytics. When you're dealing with 5.2T liability models, sanctions evasion, and maritime interdiction, the data set is not messy, it's adversarial. The point of the architecture is to reduce epistemic chaos into a clean decision surface without diluting the intelligence. That's what we mean by structural alignment of high-signal analytics. Align heterogeneous streams, AIS, SAR, EO, port calls, insurance artifacts, flag registry events, STS patterns, into one coherent, falsifiable narrative. What the chart is actually telling you: we're seeing a discontinuity between reported maritime reality and physical maritime reality. Since early March, the Strait of Hormuz shows a severe contraction in standard AIS participation. Example given, 150 a day down to 5 to 13 a day, while export continuity implies throughput is being preserved via non-standard AIS telemetry. Spoofing, identity grafting, delayed bursts, low-power ghost pings, and intentional data gaps. That divergence is the signature of a shadow logistics regime. The commodity flow stays stable while the attribution layer collapses. The $2 million Hormuz Gate is not a fee. It's a geopolitical arbitrage spread. This gate price is the monetization of friction created by 1. Sanction risk, 2. Interdiction probability, 3. Insurance indemnity uncertainty, 4. Compliance costs, and 5. Time to transit volatility. In other words, it's a tradable spread between legal routing and deniable routing. Classic geopolitical arbitrage. The operator isn't selling a passage. They're selling risk absorption and attribution management. Here's the high-density breakdown of what can stack toward a $2 million per tanker passage premium in a permission regime. Risk pricing, insurance plus indemnity. War risk and sanction exclusions transform from tail risk into base rate pricing. Compliance evasion, overhead, shell charters, reflagging churn, forged documentation, and intermediary banking rails add transaction drag. Operational darkness, ship-to-ship, STS, transfers, loitering, rendezvous timing, and escort coordination are not logistics. They're controlled exposure windows. Attribution laundering, identity swaps, AIS silence periods, and clean reappearance points are the cost center of deniability. Net. The $2 million number is the market clearing price of moving energy through a choke point where visibility is the battlefield and permission is the product. Entering the agentic era, AI as the navigator. We are officially in the agentic era. This isn't just about using AI to write emails. It's about deploying autonomous agents to track what the human eye and traditional radar misses. While the shadow fleet attempts to hide in the noise, our analytical architecture is designed to find the signal burst that gives them away. In the last 48 hours, our AI-human alliance has processed more maritime telemetry than a traditional desk could handle in 2 weeks. This speed isn't just a flex, it's a competitive advantage. When the data moves this fast, waiting for a weekly briefing means you're already obsolete. By the time the experts publish their white papers, the shadow fleet has already changed its hull paint and reflagged in a different jurisdiction. We're using agentic orchestration to correlate satellite heat signatures, SAR detections, and port STS behaviors with Ghost AIS, and then score the story for falsifiability. When a hull disappears in a high control zone and reappears near a plausible deniability corridor with a changed identity profile, the inference isn't vibes, it's constraint satisfaction across multiple sensors. The agentic era lets us run persistent multi-step audits that treat maritime deception as an engineered system and then reverse engineer it. Navigating epistemic chaos. We live in a time of epistemic chaos, where the truth isn't just hidden, it's actively buried under layers of spoofed data and deep fake narratives. The maritime sector is the perfect playground for this. Is that tanker actually carrying crude, or is it a floating storage unit acting as a decoy? Is the signal you're receiving real, or is it a digital ghost generated to lead interdiction teams away from the real target? The shadow fleet survives on this chaos. They rely on the fact that most analysts are too overwhelmed by the volume of information to notice the inconsistencies. At Sassy Class Analytics, we cut through the eye strain. We prioritize cognitive behavioral reinforcement, structuring our report so that the most critical signal hits your brain first. The $2 million Hormuz Gate is a symptom of this chaos. When people don't know who to trust, they pay a premium for certainty, even if that certainty is provided by the very people creating the disruption. Our job is to give you back your acoustic sovereignty, the ability to hear the truth through the static of global propaganda. The physical audit, ground truth in a digital world. Despite all the high-tech sensors and AI agents, there is no substitute for the physical audit. You can spoof a GPS signal, but you can't spoof the displacement of a ship in the water. We've been cross-referencing digital pings with physical visual verification. This is where the human part of the AI-human alliance comes in. While the AI flags the anomalies, the human architect, the one who understands the why behind the what, verifies the ground truth. The interdiction of the shadow fleet isn't just happening in the water, it's happening in the ledgers. By identifying the financial nodes that fund the $2 million gate, we are performing a digital to physical audit of the entire supply chain. This is the geometry of disruption in action. We aren't just watching the ships, we're watching the money that makes the ships move. Conclusion: the advantage of speed. The world is moving faster than the old systems can handle. The $2 million Hormuz Gate and the rise of the shadow fleet are just the beginning of a new era of maritime friction. But for those of us who have embraced the AI-human alliance, this isn't a crisis, it's an opportunity. We completed 2 weeks of traditional research in just 2 days. That is the power of a streamlined high-signal workflow. While others are still looking at outdated maps, we are already on to the next burst. Stay sharp, keep your signals clear, and remember, in the agentic era, the only thing more expensive than a $2 million gate is the cost of being slow. Glossary of signal terms: shadow fleet, maritime dark ops, a collection of merchant vessels that operate without standard AIS, automatic identification system, tracking, often using fraudulent flags and insurance to bypass international sanctions. Agentic era, AI evolution period. the current phase of technological advancement where AI agents move from chatbots to autonomous entities capable of executing complex workflows and multi-step reasoning. Epistemic chaos, information warfare state, a state of global communication where the distinction between verified truth and fabricated narrative is intentionally blurred to prevent effective decision-making. Signal burst, intelligence dispatch series, a recurring series of high-impact, brief analytical reports designed to provide immediate clarity on complex geopolitical or economic shifts. References: Strait of Hormuz shipping disruption, 2026. Current data reflects a 90% decrease in traditional transits as of March 2026. Maritime Impact Report, simulated for contextual relevance. Iran Shadow Fleet Operations, research on the expansion of dark tanker networks and sanctions evasion tactics in the Persian Gulf. Global Security Intelligence, HR Maritime Security, SASE Class Analytics, Shadow Fleet, Global Trade, AI Intelligence,